Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're playing more Yakuza Kenzan. And let's see what's happening in the world of Ancient Kiryu today. Alright, so we want to jump into this save file. And for this, we just did our first combat encounter. So I'm kind of curious how that's going to go with whatever comes up next. Our objective right now is to go find that guy. Yeah, the guy that we spoke to at the beginning, who was kind of like giving us the job. So let's go talk to him. Yeah, we want to go talk to him. He's in front of whatever shop that is. What's going on here? Hiruma kara beru beru ka bero bero ka. He's saying like since the daytime it's been something, but I don't know what bero bero is supposed to represent. This is a guy who is a person of Naraju, whatever that is. Oi! Kimi! Hey you! Huh? Nanda? スイーテンでこれしまたチンピラじゃねえか What, didn't you have enough back at the water temple shrine? さっきはようやってくれたのおっしゃ参りに来たったで She's saying like you know that something like that last time that was a fluke. This time we come to pay you back for it. Boom. これ俺に買ってると思ってんのかい You think I'm not gonna win this time? やかましは I don't know what that is. You're going down! Something like that. おい、お前ら、この楽器村の飯だれ Something like, hey you guys, something. Here we go. Oh crap, what does he have? So the enemy has various items that they can actually be holding on to. Oh, hang tight. Yeah, this game is really loud in the fight scenes. Alright, that's better. The enemy can hold on to various, like, items. A kinshaku, or a hyotan. And, you know, it's attached to their waist. So he's saying these enemies, when you take them down, you can actually acquire the items that they're holding. And then it's saying at the I think it's saying something like if you don't hold on to the item at the end of the battle, you will not keep or you won't have the item. Something like that. Which is true of the other Yakuza games so far, so that kind of makes sense. So saying if you want to actually have the item, you gotta like prioritize taking down those enemies. Alright, so we want to go take down this guy who's holding... Who has the item? This guy? Oh, he can do the kick on the ground. Love it. I don't have much of a... Oh, look, we got it. Okay, good. Oh, so multiple guys have the item. Yeah, we have to... You guys can't see it, but we have to get 3 of them. So I guess it's like a health potion? Maybe not. It says press L1 to... something like do something with the front-facing enemy. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing to him though. And so... in the case of the... you know, in this case you'll be able to do... same with weapons that are handheld, I guess, like a hand weapon. You'll be able to do some kind of particular thing. And with swords and other bladed weapons, you'll be able to not do something. But I'm not exactly sure what word they're using there, so I can't really tell. Let's press L1. This is blocking. Oh, I get it. They're talking about... Oh, okay. They're talking about you will not be able to block a sword, which makes perfect sense. See, that's sometimes you just gotta get it from the context clues, you know? But you can block handheld attacks. Or hand attacks with hands or weapons that are like normal weapons. Good. Okay. We're getting there, ladies and gents. So if you press R1, it's saying you will be able to do some kind of other thing that I'm not exactly sure of yet. Imitation? I'm not sure what that word is, but we'll find out. It's not imitation. It's care. So maybe it's like a healing thing. Let's keep looking. So if you do this left stick, you move it. Ordinarily, it will... Ordinary movement, it'll do something with the... Move the enemy away or something like that. If you gather, no, your concentration, something like that, then it will be more effective. So let's see what R1 does. Left stick, when we use R1 and you use the left stick. Got it. Okay, so it's more effective. Yeah, we're like concentrating on a particular enemy. And what was the thing I thought it said? Care? I think that's the kanji for care, but the verb form might be a different word. We don't have any items, or weapons, or whatever. So press 1 time, X. Yeah, they're going to tell us about the thing we just did. Saying like the front facing to be moving around the guy, and you can press X again. Using the left stick, you know, pressing the X button, that's gonna, in a direction, is gonna make you dodge. And with bladed weapons, you will not be able to dodge? I don't know why that makes sense. Oh, maybe you can't dodge a bladed weapon? It feels like you should be able to do that though. So like this is, it's more effective to do. Oh, okay. I think it's saying the single dodge will not block a bladed weapon, but the double dodge will. Yeah, because it's saying press it one more time to do this thing. I like his flip, that's pretty cool. Alright, so it's saying that's all the tutorials for this stuff. Now, please take down the remaining enemies. Damn, we gotta build our meter a little bit more. I feel like it's kind of hard for us to actually build meter before they die. We're like too powerful. Uh-oh. Oh crap, we got knocked senseless a little bit. Yeah, I wonder if those items are health items. I want to get a sword if we're gonna get a sword. Kuso! Nankitsui, Nanchu tsuyosa ya. Damn! This guy's really powerful. いつでも相手になるぜ. Saying like anytime, bring your friends. お前みたいなバケモン相手に捨てられるか. Saying like man, you know, you kind of it feels like we're fighting a monster. Oi, omaera, ike. Like, let's get out of here, guys. Sometimes I just read an alternate word that I kind of like fill in as something I assume will have the same meaning. So like that had a kanji that I didn't really understand, but just based on the context, it seemed like he was saying we were gonna leave. So I just used a different word, ike, which means like let's go. So anybody who's sitting there like, you know, you shouldn't necessarily study Japanese based on the stuff I'm saying, because sometimes I'm changing it, which is actually kind of common when you're reading Japanese manga in Japanese. It's an interesting thing where the furigana sometimes for the kanji will show up as a different pronunciation of the word. It won't even tell you how to pronounce the word they're saying. It'll tell you how to say a simpler word that means the same thing as what they're saying, which I think is a cool idea. Alright, so first let's save this. Oh look, he took off his shoes! Did we see the moment where he did it? I feel like he was just wearing shoes. Alright, first let's save. I think the game is in 30 FPS, because whenever we're on this screen, it looks really high FPS to me. Yeah, and then like on the save screen, it's like way higher FPS. Oh, yeah, look at that, look at that. So now he's wearing shoes. And then he goes up here, no shoes. They immediately disappear. Kiryu's shoes are magically, that's a pretty useful skill actually. I would like to have that superpower. My house would be so clean if I just, you know, I could never forget to take my shoes off when I come inside. Pretty good, Kiryu. Good stuff. So now we're gonna talk to our guy.
What?
Oh, Kiryu. 集金は終わったか? Ah, Kiryu, you, let's give him a voice. Ah, Kiryu, you're done finding that, collecting that money, huh? Ah, yep. and I don't really remember how to pronounce that. 階級した、金のすべて、あげた。You gave him the collected money. バッチリだ。Maybe 流酒だな。Maybe it means like, I think it's an expression. I might be wrong about the words he's using though. But he might be saying like, oh, it went pretty smoothly, huh? じゃあ、こいつは、何かhuh. Well, it's, that guy, something about that guy. 今回は、タグで行っていったろ Huh? They said that it was okay to do it this time? いいから、取っとけ。Yeah, it's good. It's alright to keep doing it. Or because it was good, go ahead. Something like that. 俺も、花からタグでお前に仕事してもらう。なんて思っちゃいなかったのよ。こいつは、生徒なお前。Maybe this is somebody's name? この人だ。Or maybe it's like a position. I don't know the word, so it's not giving us an explanation of what it is. So he's saying like, yeah, me too. Because of this this thing that we're doing, you can kind of. I think it would be okay for you to kind of like get in on this work. And that guy. This guy that we're, I guess, talking about is sort of he thinks that you have what it takes. なんだよ。じゃあ俺を、心したのか。あんたも、人が悪いな。He's saying like, but what the hell is this? I mean, I was just kind of wasn't I just trying this on for size? Like, you guys are terrible. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Many of my translations of this scene are probably incorrect, so like we're just gonna have to feel it out. Kiryu's obviously upset about something because they tricked him in some regard, but I'm not completely sure what our other guy is talking about. I forgot his name's pronunciation already. まあそういうなおあげざまじゃねえ。It's like well, I mean that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not really like giving away stuff for free, something like that. じゃあありがたく、しとくぜ。I think he's saying like, yeah, thanks a lot. So we got 3,000 boon. また、何かあったら、これ、again, like if there's something that you want, I guess ask. It's hard when I don't understand what I'm translating. Like if I'm like really working hard to figure out a translation, I totally drop the voices.
なんか騒がしいな。またどうせ売られに来た女が逃げ出そうとでもしたんだろう。いつものことさ。じゃあ俺は店の方に戻るわ。またな。ああ。 どうした？何の騒ぎだ？
大門で旦那の客が
客？
今大門で暴れ回って大変なんすよ。とにかく来てください。あいつですよ、あいつ。
なんだよ、ガキじゃねえか。
やめて。
ほら、こっちに来い。
いや、
言うこと聞かねえか。
早く桐生って人に会わせて。いや、
あの調子なんですわ。
わかるでしょ。
こっちもただのガキだったら追い出しちまうんですが、旦那の名を叫ぶもんで。旦那どうしました？
帰る。俺はあんなガキは知らん。
ちょっと待ってくださいよ、桐生の旦那。あ、おい待て。
桐生さんですか？あなたが桐生さんですか？
ああ、そうだが。
そう、よかった。
お前は俺に何の用だ？
ある人の紹介で桐生さんに会いに。
ある人？誰だ？
わかりません。
何？
名前は聞いていません。でもその人が桐生さんに会えば大丈夫だって。
何言ってんだ。さっぱり意味がわからん。
やっぱあれじゃないですか、あれ。旦那がどこぞの女にでも産ませた隠し子ってやつじゃ。
とにかく俺はこんなガキは知らん。帰るぜ。
ちょっとそりゃないっしょ。そんなんこっちも困りますよ。
じゃあ金もらおうか。お前も俺のこと分かってんだろ。俺を動かしたかったら金の少しでもよこせ。
はあ？ちょっとそりゃ言ってることむちゃくちゃっすよ。旦那の客なんすよ。
達也に仕事を頼むときは金が必要だってことはお前だってよく知ってるはずだ。俺は金の絡まない話に興味はね
でもこれは仕事とは別でしょ。
え。いや同じだ。金さえもらえばこのガキの世話だって何だってしてやる。どうする？
でも
じゃあこの話はなしだ。お前らも女子供の扱いには慣れてんだろ。金払えねえなら自分で何とかするんだな。
お金さえ払えば何でもしてもらえるんですか？
ん？
本当にお金さえ払えば何でもしてくれるんですか？
ああ、そうだ。金さえもらえば何でもするぜ。
どうしたんですか、旦那。旦那？
この娘、俺が預かろう。
どうしたんですか？
だから俺が預かるって言ってんだ。お前らもその方が都合がいいんだろ。
まあそうですけど。あ？こいつこんなもん持ってやがる。お前どうしてこんなもん持ってやがるんだ？何しでかすつもりだったんだ？こいつ。旦那。
やめときな。このガキ俺が預からせてもらうぜ。
いやしかし。
やっぱりこのガキ俺の子供かもしれね
旦那。
え。ま、悪いようにはしねえからよ。
ったく。
さあ、じゃあ話は店の方で聞くとしようか。
はい。
さあ、お嬢ちゃんには聞きたいことが山ほどある。まずその脇差しなんだが。ん？
本当にお金さえ払えば何でもしてもらえるんですか？
ああ、そうだが。
どんなことでも絶対。
ああ、そうだ。ちゃんと金さえもらえりゃの話だけどな。
じゃあ一つ頼みたいことがあるんです。
ん？黙ってたんじゃ何もわからねえだろ。どうした？なんだ、言ってみろ。
人を。
ん？人？なんだ？
ある人を。
ある人？
殺してほしいんです。お願いします。宮本武蔵。宮本武蔵を殺してください。
Wow. All right. So, first of all, didn't realize this game was going to involve actual historical characters. To give you guys a real quick roundup of what happened in the cutscene, because I did kind of surprisingly understand a lot of stuff that happened in there. Our guy there came up to Kiryu. He was saying, like, somebody came through the, through the gate. That, you got to take a look at this. The girl was saying, like, who I really like the fact that she's in there, by the way, as like a stand-in Haruka from Yakuza 1 and 2. Like, it's funny all the like comparison things that they're doing between the two games. But so she's saying that she was like told to find a guy named Kiryu, and Kiryu's telling his friend, like, don't say my name or whatever, because like, do you have, like, I don't want to get involved in this. I don't know who this girl is. I've never seen her before, and when he's walking away, the guy is saying, like, no, Kiryu, you can't walk away. And then she hears him say Kiryu. She goes, like, oh, you're Kiryu? Like, I was told that I'm supposed to find a guy named Kiryu because I don't know who told me or whatever. Like, I don't know who gave the order, but Kiryu's the guy I'm looking for in order to complete some kind of, like, mission or whatever. Or she might have been saying that she doesn't know what Kiryu looks like. I don't know. Anyway, Kiryu hears this thing, and being like this kind of mercenary Han Solo type, he immediately walks away again. He says, like, I'm going home. I'm not dealing with this. And the friend comes up to him, who I really like the acting of the friend. He's like a good kind of fumbling comedy type. The friend says something like, like, how could you leave her there? Like, this kid's got nobody or whatever. And Kiryu holds out his hand. And he says, like, do you have money? Like, this kind of stuff takes money. Like, I'm not gonna. It's not a hobby for me. I got to do it for. I need some kind of payment for this. And the guy says, like, really, like, this is different than work. This is something else. And Kiryu says, like, no, it's actually the same thing. Like, I need to be paid for this, or I'm not doing anything. And then the girl says, well, I have something of value. I think she's saying something like, I have something of value that I can give you. And it turns out she has this wakizashi, which is like one of the two swords that a samurai holds, the one that people use to kill themselves with harakiri. And she's basically, I guess, offering it to Kiryu. And when he says, like, all right, well, you have this thing, and they notice the crest on the sword, I believe, and the guy saying, like, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? And Kiryu's kind of like puts him away and says, all right, we're going to go in my house, which he calls a shop, so maybe this is a shop, I'm not sure. Actually, that would make sense, because the guy told us to meet in front of the store. So, yeah, Kiryu must work at some kind of shop. Anyway, he says, come into the shop, and we'll talk about this. And what our girl says is, very mysteriously kind of reveals, like, this guy, and Kiryu's like, what guy, what guy? And she says, the guy, Musashi Miyamoto, I want you to kill Musashi Miyamoto, which is, like, anybody who knows any samurai stuff, the most famous samurai in history is this guy Musashi Miyamoto. So I guess that's our goal in this game, is to actually hunt down and kill Musashi Miyamoto, which I'm pretty pumped about, because I mean, that was a badass cutscene sequence right there. I really loved that. Also enjoyed the fact that I kind of understood it, so thanks for standing by. As you guys know, I never talk over cutscenes, so I would never try to like live translate it or whatever. I'm also not good enough to do that. But when possible, I can do this kind of thing where I explain to you what just happened in the cutscene. So hopefully that gets you up to speed. I wonder what our girl's name actually is. Also, our guy said they refer to Kiryu by a title, which it makes me think that maybe he's like the sheriff or some kind of like particular position in the town. Not the sheriff, but something specific that like people come to him for, because they referred to him as something, and I don't know the word, so I'm going to look it up when we hear it next. Anyway, all that stuff. Now we're up to speed. So Kiryu's asking like, oh, so this is it, Miyamoto Musashi. I've never seen Musashi written like that. That's the thing, is like a lot of these famous names, I don't know what the kanji necessarily are for those names, because when kanji is used in names, they have totally different pronunciations most of the time. But Miyamoto is the same, so I understand that. So he's probably saying Miyamoto Musashi o korosu. It's like, you want me to kill Musashi Miyamoto? And she's just called shoujo, which means like young girl, so we don't even know her name yet. どういうことなんだ? 詳しい話を聞かせてくれ. So like, what kind of stuff is this? Like, you got to give me some details, or or we're not doing business here. Hi, yeah, I will. まずはそうだな. All right. First, like, let's start from the beginning. Oh, cool. Oh, so we can ask her questions. We can ask, why do you want me to kill Musashi Miyamoto? Or, why... something like, why do you want me specifically to do it? I think is what he's asking. I think I'm more interested in the first one. どうして武蔵宮本を殺してほしいんだ? Why do you want me to kill Musashi Miyamoto? それは武蔵宮本が私の家族を殺したからです。Well, Musashi Miyamoto, he killed my family. なんだって? What? 父も母もお兄ちゃんもみんな殺されました。My father, my mother, my older brother, he killed all of them. 一体どうしてそんなことに? What the hell? Why would he do something like that? わかりません。Something like that's, I think she's saying like, I don't know, he got upset or something. Like, I'm not sure what that word would mean. お前はその時どうしてなんだ? So like, something like, why did you react however you did at that time. I think this was based on the previous thing something I missed. Like, what did you do? Maybe something like that. 私もその時、殺されそうになりました。だけど、一人だけ、逃げることができて、助かって、それで、so like, at that, like me too, at that time, he was gonna kill me, but then he's like, I was alone, and but then maybe something like helped me. Something helped me. それで必死で I think it's pronounced nigete. I heard them say it in the cutscene. I don't know what it means though. 逃げてる最中に、知らないおじさんが、助けてれたんです。So it's like, you know, it was like certain death for me. Like I was absolutely at the moment of death, and I don't really know what happened, but somebody helped me. おじさん。ひょっとしてそのおじさんってのが俺にどういったどういうか。She's saying like she actually said somebody helped me in the sense that it was a older man, which I guess we can assume in samurai times it probably would be. It's like, who is this guy that helped you and he told you to meet me? Like, why? はい、その人が、祇園に、行けて、yeah, this guy had come to Gion, or no, he said to go to Gion. One of the two. 祇園に行けて、Kiryuって男の人に会えば、oh yeah, that's what it was. 大丈夫だって言うから。So he said, go to Gion, meet Kiryu. Meet the man named Kiryu. Everything will be okay. 俺に会えば大丈夫か？さっぱり意味がわからんな。He said that everything would be okay if you met me. I don't understand the meaning. I don't understand what's going on here at all. そいつはどんな、男なんだ？教えてくれ。Who was this man? Like, tell me who this guy was. is that 覚えていません？よく覚えていません。名前も教えてくれませんでした。I don't know. He didn't tell me his name. 何か、何かこれ向かったが、もう一度欲を歩い出してみるんだ。You didn't get any information? Like, again, like this is, this feels bad, something like that. そういえば、 胸に大きな、ところがありました。I might have gotten both of those wrong. But saying like, well, on his chest there was like a big something, like a symbol. I don't think it was tokoro. Some kind of symbol on his chest. 大きなシンボルがか。その他には Okay, there was a big symbol on his chest. What else? じゃあお前はそのおじさんにじゃあお前さんはそのおじさんに言われたから俺に会うために祇園へ来たんだな。So you heard from this man, you don't know who he is, that you had to meet me and come to Gion. Hi. Yeah, that's right. そうか。じゃあ、いつでに聞くが、そのおじさんってこれが、俺に人殺人人殺し俺に人殺しを、求めと言ったのか。So you hear from this man, this strange man, you hear that you should ask me to commit murder. That's what we're talking about here. Yeah, それは違うんです。No, not exactly. 違うだと。Oh, not that. おじさんは私に祇園に行ってキリュウって人に、会えば大丈夫って言っただけで。No, the man only said, go to Gion and, meet the man named Kiryu, it'll be okay. That's all he said. じゃあ、どうしてお前は俺に宮本武蔵を殺してほしいなんて、どうした Oh, well then, if that's all he said, why did you ask me to kill Musashi Miyamoto? さっき、お金さえもらえば何でもやるって言ってたから。So, well, I always had this valuable item, and and because he told me that, だから家族を、これ、持ってもらうって It's not what it is though. I'm just gonna make something up. So, I mean, because we had this valuable, in my family. そういうことがなんとなく話が分かってきたぜ。Is that what we're talking about here? Or like, it's like that, huh? So, I think I understand what we're dealing with. Something like that.
じゃあお前がこの町に来たのはそのおじさんってやつに俺を頼れと言われたからなんだな。
はい。
でさっき俺が金さえもらえば何でもやると言ったから人殺しを頼もうと。
Oh, cool. I can hit the R3 button to change it to automatic or custom progression. That's cool. So he's saying, like, earlier you said, that you wanted me to commit murder.
Hi.
She said yes. This is interesting because now I am translating it.
じゃあもう一つ聞くけど、お前はそのおじさんってやつにお前の親たちを殺した男が宮本武蔵だと聞いたのか？
So just I want to hear this one more time. You said that this guy had seen, I guess, like, told you that your parents were killed by no. This guy told you to kill Miyamoto Musashi.
じゃあなんで？
I feel like they're covering the same exact dialogue that we just went over. He's saying, like, what? That's not the case.
この刀を持っていたんです。
She's saying this sword, he had it.
え？
Huh?
私の父と母、兄を殺した男がこの刀を。
I think she's saying the man who killed my mother, father, and brother, this sword.
本当か？
Really?
はい。それでその刀を持っていた人を探したんです。
So she might be saying it belonged to Musashi Miyamoto. Yes, this katana, or this sword, is it belonged to him, and he searched for it, maybe?
そうしたら宮本武蔵って人のものだと。
And this belonged to Miyamoto Musashi.
どこで聞いたんだ？
Wow, I love that they have this mode in the game. This is very useful for me who needs to take more time to actually understand what everything means. So, like, where'd you hear that?
近江の国、小さな村の人が教えてくれました。
She's saying, like, at this, in the kingdom of Omi, a small village, there was, like, a guy who told me about it.
お願いします。その宮本武蔵という男に復讐してください。仇を取ってください。お願いします。
いや、ダメだ。いいか、お嬢ちゃん。人殺しなんてもんはしない方がいい。わかるか？それに俺はお嬢ちゃんの殺したがってる宮本武蔵なんて男は知らね
でも
なんだ？
お金さえ払えば何でもしてくれるって。
じゃあ100歩譲って人殺しを頼まれたとしよう。でもお前に俺に払える金があるのか？さっきも言ったが、この町では何をするにも金が必要なんだ。祇園って色町じゃ剣や位は通用しねえ。あるのは金の力だけだ。 外を見てみろ。この町じゃお前とそう年の変わらねえ女たちが自分の身を削って働いてるんだ。金で身を売られ、必死になって芸を磨いて自分の力で金を稼ぐ。そしてそんな女たちに男は金を使う。
じゃあ私もお金があればいいんですか？
さあ、あんたらこれで大体この町のことは分かったな。ああ、この店は達也言うて、金さえ払えばどんな汚い仕事でも引き受ける。まあ言うたら何でも屋みたいなところやなあ、達也の旦那。まあ鶴屋みたいに品格のある店は働く人間もお客様も問題なんて起こさへんから、こないな店の世話になることはあらへんのやけど。
随分な言いがかりじゃねえか。
おお、今度はこないに若い子にまで手出してはるん？見境あらへんな。
違う、これは。
お嬢ちゃん、どこの店のカムロさんや？まあどうでもええけど、こないな男と一緒におったらお先真っ暗です。まあせいぜい頑張っておくれやす。あんたらもよう覚えておきや。この男の世話になるような問題を起こしたら、うちの店の座敷には上がれへんで。ほな、さいなら。行くであんたら。
ん？どうしたんだお前。
すみません。
何の用や？
私を買ってください。
え？
私を遊女として買ってください。お願いします。
Oh wow, okay, so we're saving it. Oh, so since we have a chance here, some of the stuff went over my head there, but so basically what happened, where did that cutscene start? So she wanted to get Kiryu to do the thing to go kill Musashi Miyamoto, and he said, no, I'm still not going to do it. And she said, like, doesn't it count for anything that I have this valuable, this money, this item that's worth a lot of money? And he says, like, look out there, look at the value of money in this town, like, basically saying, like, all the values are totally messed up. Like, he points to these, this line of girls. He says, like, money is what buys men time with these girls. Like, basically, it is some kind of really crazy, like, child trafficking ring that's going on in this town. Like, it's super, super dark. I'm not exactly sure the extent of what's going on, though. I didn't get the subtleties of it. But then one of the women who, like, is, like, the matron of one of these, like, houses that sells the girls, she comes over to Kiryu, and she's, I wasn't entirely sure what was happening in their interaction, but she was basically, like, mocking him because his, I think that his store was, like, unsuccessful. And then she was saying, like, are you getting into the child trafficking ring as well? Like, I see you have a young girl here. And Kiryu's saying, like, no, it's not what you think it is. And then, because, I'm just going to call her Haruka, we don't know her name yet. Because Haruka, alpha version of Haruka is, Kiryu taught her that, like, the money that she's going to get from the sword is not really going to help her in the world. When this lady is leaving, she goes up to the lady, and the thing that she said that surprised everybody was she actually asked the woman, please buy me, because she, wants to have, like, some kind of safety or whatever. super dark. I mean, part of it is that Yakuza is always dark. They deal with some pretty dark stuff, but also like this time in Japan was like a really, really dark era. A lot of gray and very, very bad things were happening. So they're not shying away from it, that's for sure. It says Musashi Miyamoto, Chapter 2. Or whatever number it said.
すげえかっこいい。先生、向井先生、今のは何の流派の方ですか？
剣舞の一つだ。二刀の舞と名付けた。
でも先生、本当に2本の刀を使って戦うことなどあるのでしょうか？
いや、これはあくまで剣舞の一つだ。実際に2本の刀を同時に使うということはない。
いや、そうとも限らん。
あの人誰？
いや、知らない。
人というものは必ず利き腕というものがある。でもごく稀に左右両方の手を同じように動かせる人間がいるのだ。
じゃあそういう人なら2本の刀を持って戦えるんですか？
ああ、そうだ。先生はそう思われますか？
どちら様ですか？
いや、いきなり道場に上がり込んで失礼いたしました。私、徳川家剣術師範補佐丸目長吉と申します。
徳川家剣術師範。
宮本武蔵殿、あなたに折り入って話したき儀がありお邪魔いたした。できれば二人きりで話がしたいのだ。
So what happened there, the Kiryu, this is a flashback to the year 1600, during the Sengoku, like, Warring States stuff. I don't remember when. The opening of the game was that you see that Sengoku stuff happened, all the shoguns were fighting, and then it flashed forward and all the orphans from the Sengoku era were being sold in this town. That's where we were there. I'm not sure if it's after Sengoku times. I don't know the years that it all took place. But this is like more in the heat of the conflict. Kiryu's, you can obviously just tell by looking at it, it's a flashback, and he's like teaching these guys. And what they were asking is, I didn't get all the subtleties of what they were saying, but they were basically asking him about like using the two-sword fighting style as, and he was talking about how effective the two swords thing is to his, like, stuff that he does. And this guy, who's I guess like an envoy of Musashi Miyamoto. I don't think he is Musashi Miyamoto, but he comes from some place, and he said that he wants to talk to Kiryu, and that's it. That's where we are now. Good stuff, ladies and gents. This game's really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. I love that they have like real historical characters and stuff. I mean, Yakuza Regular has always been really good with that, like having actual places and concepts and stuff from modern Japan. So it's cool that they're working in this kind of stuff here too. So we're going to call the show at this point, ladies and gents. We're going to continue on the next one. So thank you for watching. Next episode is going to be coming up soon if you're watching live, so hang tight for that. And yeah, we're going to play more Yakuza Kenzan, but that's going to do it for now. So if you don't know the channel, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here, I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games, and sometimes we play them in Japanese. So, bear with me on these ones. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.